To start today, we talk to some of the talent behind African theatre production, The Epic Adventure of Nhamo the Manyika Warrior and his sexy wife Chipo. Currently enjoying a run at London's Tricycle Theatre this month, the play is a light-hearted laugh a minute, which I shall now leave to director Lucian Msamati and his cast to introduce.
In an age of great chaos, a hero arose. He would be War, Blood, Explosions!
The play is entitled The Epic Adventure of Nhamo the Manyika Warrior and his sexy wife Chipo. That is the full, unadulterated title of the play. And it basically follows the exploits of a character called the narrator, who is charged by the gods of storytelling and by various other shadowy figures to come up with the ultimate African fable in 24 hours, or else risk losing everything. At that moment, conveniently upon the horizon, a dashing goat herd appears, and so begins an epic and rather mad journey into fantasy, into storytelling, into myth-making, into showbiz, but that at its heart is just a great yarn and a great laugh. My first impressions of the script were that within a minute of reading the first 2 pages, I said, we've got to do this. I can see it. I get the humor. I get the style, I get where it's coming from. It's very much a Southern African, a Zimbabwean style of open, physical, rough, celebratory, but magical theatre. It wears its humor very lightly, it wears its wit very lightly, and it celebrates the fact that, yes, we are being subversive, we're having a good time, and it's joyous.
A hero whose tales of
cunning, innovation, and
romance.
Cut!
I'm trying to shoot a trailer.
Well, why don't you just say, this play is very funny and very clever.
Yes, okay.
Come and see it, and I personally guarantee that you will leave happier, cleverer, and more sexually fulfilled!
You don't often get African material or African-based or inspired material that is fundamentally frivolous and joyous, that's not taking itself too seriously, that's not dealing with some heavy-handed, worthy-booted, bleeding heart issue. No one can tell your story quite like you can. As much as we are part of the great human family, I think it's fair to say that the representation is not always rainbow-colored. But with companies such as Theatre Fahodzi, with writers such as Denton Chikura, alongside the likes of Bolag Baje, etc., you just get to hear and to celebrate a different voice. And people are again pleasantly surprised that underneath all of it, underneath the fact that you eat with your hand as opposed to eating with a knife and fork, underneath the fact that you like to dress a certain way, or you say certain words before you speak to someone who's older than you or younger than you, is just basically human beings.
And it has scenes of Africa. Yes, but without lions or songs or Oxfam.
But I'm doing my drumming, aren't I?
And what about my power ballad? Well, I prepared it in 11 different languages.
Yes, I know, but with people on some that's more like
with the finest
Hotel Rwanda.
We've lucked out with this cast. They are all slightly anarchic, slightly rebellious. They're all fantastic performers, have a great sense of comedy. They don't take themselves too seriously, which I think is another thing, and that's the great appeal of this particular style of material, that you've just got to dive in and celebrate.
The character I play is called Chipo. She's a princess and an actress, and she's trying to just follow her dreams, and she has 3 men to contend with who are all trying to run her life, and she's trying to be an independent woman. The rehearsal process has been amazing. I mean, every day we're just laughing all the time. I think all the guys bring a different kind of humour to the piece. You know, Ery's quite dry, Don's quite witty, Nyasha's kind of a prankster, and just they were all so much fun, and I'm just trying to keep up with them.
I'm playing Nhamo, and Nhamo is a goat herder, a bushman. So he's not been in contact with with the civilization as we know it. He lives, his quiet life, and he doesn't see many people, I guess. And so when he does see, the narrator and all the other characters, it's a life-changing moment.
I hope that audiences coming to see this production go away with a big, goofy smile on their face. It's a fun, happy, joyous romp. It's I can never praise it highly enough. I've spent the last couple of years battling to get this to the stage because I believe in it. It makes me laugh. It still makes me laugh. And sometimes you can get very hit and miss with humor, but come in, you'll have a good time. We've got fantastic actors. It's a good laugh.